Not sure about you guys, but it is getting quite chilly up here in the Northeast. So I wanted to put together a video to talk through how we prepare for the winter with our rabbits, chicken, and quail, and how you guys can help prepare your animals for the winter. Keep them warm, keep them healthy, and keep them happy. I'm Danielle of the Slaughter Farm, and welcome to our channel where we bring you a new content every week on how you can start living a more self-sustainable lifestyle, especially as we walk into the new year. This is something that I think is going to be really great for all of us to have these skills. But I actually went ahead and filled up a nice warm jug of water. So we're going to go check on all of our little bunnies, quail, and rabbits and make sure that all of them have warm water. Let's go. The first thing that we like to do every morning is make sure that we open up the barn so that all of our rabbits that are inside, which is right in there, are able to see the sunlight and actually have more of an understanding of what time of day it is, especially if you're breeding your rabbits throughout the winter. It's going to be really important for them to start to ovulate by them actually seeing the day, and that's going to help them stay more in ovulation. Now, if you do have any other type of structures that you're planning on housing your rabbits in, the main concerns are just going to be keeping them dry or free of rain or ice, snow, and making sure that they're not getting too much wind blowing into them. So I've seen people pull up any type of tarps to close that off. This window opening here, we're going to close this door up, but that isn't going to cause too much of a draft. And then we're just going to go head into the barn, make sure that everyone has water, because all of our automated watering systems usually do freeze when it goes below freezing at night, which is what happened last night. So we're going to go in, top off all their water bowls, make sure that they don't have any frozen water. We're going to feed all of them. And then what I do like to add in the winter is I will give them some black sunflower seeds and oats. It's a nice little mixture that I have. I'll write down the mixture down below. And this is great because it's actually going to create some extra fat within their diet so that they can beef up a little bit more. But rabbits basically have a fur coat on, so you don't have to worry too much about them. They're going to be really hardy throughout the winter, and the cold is going to be nothing for them. Inside of our barn, we have our automated watering system for the rabbits. They come from these Home Depot buckets, and then we have these lines that come down with the water, and then they have a little spigot at the front where they can drink from, and we have a whole video on this, and I can definitely link it down below so you can check that out. But in the winter, we'll just use some hard ceramic bowls. I just purchased these from the dollar store, and this way they're going to be nice and heavy so they aren't going to be knocking them all over. In the past, we've used some of these just like steel or aluminum type deals that you can use for any other type of animal dishes, and these will also be at the dollar store, but I found that they'll just knock these over almost instantly and start playing with them in their cage, where a nice ceramic dish is going to be a lot harder for them to knock over. So we'll just fill this up with some warm water in the mornings and then come around halfway through the day, top these off. As you can see, everyone is doing really great, so I'm going to continue to just top off their waters, feed them, and then we're going to go check on some of the other animals. Next up are checking on our quail, which I went ahead and just topped off their food and gave them some fresh water and water bowls as well. And you'll notice that quail are actually pretty hardy birds. They can withstand pretty high temperatures, although we have noticed that if there are colder temperatures, they don't always lay as often. So we will usually supplement that with our heat lamp, and we'll put that on, and that helps keep them laying throughout the whole winter pretty happily. Now I'm gonna go ahead, check on our chickens, which we have both Golden Comets and Plymouth Rock, as well as an Easter Egger rooster, and they're all really hardy birds, so they're gonna withstand pretty cold temperatures. We have a chicken run that allows them to go outside all winter. You can see the little door down there. It actually is solar powered, so we have it running all the time, and it will just open and close at dawn and dusk. That way they can go in and out as they please throughout the day. I'm gonna close this really quick as I finish up here. So yeah, what we'll do is that will open at dawn and dusk. During the day, we'll go outside in a bit and I'll show you what our chicken run looks like, but we actually stopped free ranging our chickens in the winter because we were noticing that predators were coming out during the winter because they weren't getting all of those fresh resources throughout the summer that they usually get, that we were losing some of our flocks. So we did actually create a area that is more confined for them in the winter, and then this summer we're planning to let them free range again. Now, the few things that we do to keep our chickens warm, we do not provide any additional heat sources because we do use the layering method, which I've talked in so many videos about, and I'll definitely include them down below. Basically, what the layering method will do, or the lasagna method, is it's when you are basically creating compost below the chickens. So starting in this spring, we'll clean out our chicken coop and start over the process. So all spring, summer, fall, we're going to be building up this really great composting layers underneath them. And basically the heat of the compost is going to be keeping our chickens warm throughout the winter. A lot of our older chickens that are more toward like full year old are still continuing to lay pretty heartily throughout this period. Our Plymouth Rock, who were a bit newer towards the end of the summer, are not laying as much. We have around 12 of them, and we noticed that we're really only getting around 2-3 eggs per day from those guys instead of 12 eggs per day, which is what we were getting at the height of their laying. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna grab some eggs, make sure that their water isn't frozen, and also make sure that they have enough food. Throughout the winter, we do have all of our automated systems still intact on all of the cages. This way, if there is a warmer day, then we don't have to worry about filling up their water, because I'm sure you guys know filling up water is not the best task if you have to be doing it multiple times throughout the day. Now, we use just our old chicken watering system, so you can get these at Tractor Supply. I'll also link one down below, and this way you can just fill this up and keep this in the coop. We'll feed this, we'll give them their water through this, and then we'll use our automated feeding system there. And you can see we did get a good amount of eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 eggs today, which is not too bad, but definitely not what they usually lay. And you are going to notice that a lot of your chickens will usually not lay as often in the winter, and that's because they are trying to conserve some of that energy to keep them warm. So that's going to be one of the issues. Also, if they aren't getting enough vitamins that they usually get from going outside, which is why it's really important that you do have a chicken run for them, or you do allow them to have some outdoor space. And again, we used this caged in area here. We have our little door, a ramp so they can go up and down, and then this is covered so that if it is raining, they can still go outside. And let me tell you, it was raining yesterday or the day before, and they were all out here, and even on warmer nights I'll see that they want to stay out here, but we make sure to bring them in every night because you never really know if a raccoon or fox or coyote is going to try to get in here. And I definitely don't feel as secure with this run as I do with our coop that we've really fortified. But all in all, keeping your animals throughout the winter shouldn't be a problem. It's just going to require a little more manual tasks. And the keys are really going to be making sure that they do have enough water, specifically in the morning, and then usually coming around halfway through the day or towards the end of the day, filling that up again, making sure they have enough food, that they're safe from the elements being wind, rain, snow, and that they are able to still see the light of day. And if they are in a place that really they can't go outside, we like to at least turn on the lights so that they feel like there is a difference between the day and night for them. But that's just a personal preference. I'm not sure if there's like science backing that. So don't quote me on that one. But that's it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you all stay warm this winter and that you keep your animals healthy and healthy. Okay, bye. What do you guys want?